Connor, Brandon, welcome to another edition of The Line Change. I don't have to explain it this time. You two are experts at this. You have been through it. We were just saying we've tried to get as many people as possible, and I guess you guys did something right last year because you're the first two to now be on for a second time. So thank you for being willing to endure The Line Change once again.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's an honor.
And a lot has definitely changed. You were our first ever guinea pig with Taylor Radish. I didn't even know what the show, like I had an idea. I didn't know, where we were going to go with it, whatever. So thinking back to a year and a half ago, we kind of knew your personality a little bit, but not to the extent that we all know it now. So when you think back to last episode, which was almost a year and a half ago, fall of 2024 now to now, how much would you say you have emerged as quite a locker room guy on this team?
For better or for worse, I think it's been good. Just getting more comfortable with the guys and spending more time with them, hanging out, and it gets out of hand at times for sure. But I think that's kind of the identity of the group is we're a bit out of control.
And Connor, for you, when you were on, I think you just become a dad, newborn, and now you have two. Yeah, so congratulations. Yeah, exactly. Got to come on every time you have a kid. How is life now with two little boys?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been fun. Me and the wife just enjoying being parents of two now, and the house got a little bit more hectic with two boys and a dog now. So, we've just been grinding, but it's been a lot of fun and trying to catch up on some sleep.
Oh, I'm sure. No kids for you yet. You're
the whole no sleep thing is kind of where I'm drawing the line. Like I love to sleep, and I love not being interrupted when I'm sleeping. So that would kind of be a tough sell for me so far.
Well, I was just telling you guys because we all know this show has also become almost like a not rat on your teammates, but we definitely get the scoop and the lowdown that you are still, I think, the kids table at all these parties now. We all know this team has so many kids. You're still at the kids table.
Yeah,
they were telling me.
Yeah, I usually sit with the Carlsons. We little food fights and yeah, we're usually chopping it up pretty good.
Ice bucket.
Yep, the ice bucket challenge.
Got engaged this summer though, right? That's a good life milestone.
Yep.
Look at both of you.
Yeah, we're excited. So
moving on up, maturing. Is that a word we can say since last episode?
Yeah, that's Dewey's word too. Mature.
Is it?
Just mature.
Okay. Well, when you came on, Brandon, you'd come from Minnesota. We knew you were kind of into the pranks. You didn't want to give away. I think you even said that. You said, "I'm too new here. Like I can't give my secrets away yet." What all, Connor? You can tell him. What all has he done? Like just take us through a day in the life with Dewey in the locker room because it seems like quite something.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I mean, he's pulled off a lot of pranks, and I think guys are catching on to him now. So I think there's been a few times he's pranked himself just to try and clear his name, so guys think that he's getting pranked. Meanwhile, he's doing it to himself just to open himself up to another opportunity to prank someone else. But one of my favorite ones that he's done is when he writes their name on their helmet and he puts
the smiley face.
Yeah, it's actually, we don't know who it is, but he puts their name and the smiley face.
Like that's kind of weird. Yeah.
That's not you?
No.
Can you say that with a straight face?
Yeah, that one's actually not me.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
I think I might have done it like once, and like there were a few guys in the room, so now it's kind of assumed that it's me, but it's kind of catching. I don't know. It gets twisted for sure, but recently it hasn't been me. That's kind of the consensus.
So a guy, it's so funny. We've been trying to have him on. It's with the schedule change and the condensed schedule. It's kind of we've had to pick and choose and whatever. Matt Roy is someone, I feel like his name was never talked about last year. And as guys have continued to come on these episodes, they're like, you got to get Roy on. You got to get Roy on. He's so sneaky funny. Like, you would never realize it when you enter. And I'm starting to realize it, like, even in the room. Like, just, smart aleck with even the regular media. But, like, so funny. How has he kind of, second year on the team as well, emerged personality-wise?
I mean, I don't even know how to describe him. Like he's so like dry. Like he could be saying, he can be dead serious talking to you and you just start laughing. Like I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of like a guy you're having a conversation and then out of nowhere he chimes in with just the most funny thing ever. And that's just kind of his sense of humor. And I love having him around. I think he's sneakily one of the funniest guys on our team for sure.
So you've been here, you kind of gone through this organization, Hershey. You obviously come in last year, and when you guys were on this show last year, it was a lot of like, okay, so many new faces on the team, getting to know each other. Now this year was sort of, Chisholm, I think, the only 2 new ones. So how has, over the course of, again, this show, 2 seasons now, everything that we talked about last time, how has your identity as a locker room sort of, I don't know if emerged is the word, but again, we always go back to it because even I have people have seen your social media videos, like in the locker room and stuff, other friends report of other teams being like, it must be nice to cover a team with so much personality because like that's what you guys are. So take us through once again how it has evolved over the past year and a half or so.
Yeah, I think it's evolved, but at the same time, it really hasn't. I think we've had the same group of guys that were most of the same guys from last year, and I think that's really helped us a lot to have that just that feel in the locker room. You know exactly what's going to happen every day. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and even Sorty and Jizz bring a lot to the room as well, and especially Sorty. Sorty's a bit of a clown, and
is he?
Definitely.
He seems quiet and polite. He hasn't been on the show yet, but I don't think
he's another guy you should get. You should get Roy and Sortif on here together.
Together?
That'd be a good combo.
Okay.
That'd be a good combo.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I think our dressing room is pretty similar to last year. Obviously, with most of the guys coming back, and I don't think there's a day that at the rink that we have that's poor. It's everyone's in a good mood and always making jokes, laughing, and I think that's a huge part of our success.
Well, go ahead.
Just like coming in, Mikey was here before me for a bunch of years, but just coming into a new locker room, it's always tough. Building bonds with guys, but I think kind of right off the bat when we got a couple rounds of golf in, and right when I got here, and that was kind of the turning point just before the season there, where I kind of felt like I was already part of the group, and how welcoming the veteran guys were just to bring in, I think it was 6 or 7 new guys to the team, and just make us feel part of it.
And to that point, too, I'm sure now you, especially Brandon, settled more into the D.C., Northern Virginia area. I know, Connor, I think it was last year I was walking from the grocery store here, and I see you crossing the cross, nothing but a hockey stick just down. And you were telling me, again, probably with all the kids and families now, you're in a house now, you guys all live relatively close together. How is life outside of the rink here with your kids, with each other? How much do you guys, interact, whether it's dinners, whatever, hosts, things like that?
Yeah, this used to be my old hood, actually. I just used to live right across the street from here, but as Dewey would call it, the hood.
Yeah.
But, it's been great. I think even little things, like there's a kid's birthday party, half the team showing up, everyone with kids, even guys without kids are all there for just support and having
parties,
fun.
man.
Yeah, Dewey's usually the superstar of those parties, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, guys are always hanging out and on the road, grabbing dinners at home. Like I said, going to birthday parties and just little things like that. We're all family, and it's a joy to be around all these guys.
You strike me as the one that comes like dressed in a costume or like something to make like the first birthdays. Like
I'm usually showing up kind of goalie pads on or a mini stick in hand. Like I'm always fired up for those ones to get active and just hanging with the kids. It's a blast.
Yeah. It's probably age-wise, like the Ovechkins, the Carlsons, like they're getting to the point where even out there with them, like you can, they're still gentle, but they're getting older. You can give it to them.
Me and Luca will scrap. Like it's no joke. I think he's like 10 or 12 or something like that, and we're going at it pretty good. So
Dewey's the fun uncle. Like he's the uncle that comes over
Dewey,
and all the kids are excited to see him and they just know it's going to be a good time.
We're just fighting most of the time, to be honest with you.
That doesn't shock me at all. To that note, can we discuss Doggy, walking the dog, just everything about you? And I don't even know where to go with that statement in the lock, because of course that's another one. So many of your videos go viral. Like, who gets on all fours and starts walking like a dog right before you go out to play a game, and then you guys go out, win the game, and everything's great?
Yeah. That one was kind of the first time that one happened was kind of heat of the moment. John he kind of looked at me and said, "You want to go for a walk?" And I said, "All right." And I just dropped down on all fours and kind of bashed my head against a few shin pads on the way out, and that was a good one. And it comes out every once in a while, in certain times, but that's a funny one for sure.
It's so interesting. Like, I'm in the press box by this point, getting ready for the pregame show on radio, but I'll see the video and I'll always stop and watch it because, like, here you guys are getting ready to play a game. You're in the zone. But just the stuff you're saying in the tunnel. Like, Connor, one with you that made me laugh was, it was you and Ovechkin, and I think it was when he went to get a haircut. Just like, oh, walk to the barbershop, $70, like, and you were mind blown that he had to pay for his own haircut. But again, like, how do those organically just, I mean, I don't know what is going to come out of your mouths in those videos. I know the fans don't either, and that's why they love it. But like, how does that even start with you guys and whatever the heck you're talking about?
Honestly, it's just natural. It's not like we know the cameras are on and we start like goofing around like that. It's kind of even behind the scenes is exactly how our team is. So I think once you get in that hallway, it's just kind of the same thing. We that particular time we noticed Ovi got a haircut, and I was just curious, like, does he just walk into a barbershop and like everyone just sees him there? Like when I was younger, I would never imagine seeing Ovi at like a barbershop. So I just think it's crazy, like that someone just doesn't come to his house or something. Like he's just walking around in public getting haircuts, and not even that, just also him having to pay. I thought that was crazy too. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
To that point, you know, obviously last year, so much talk about 895 and the goal chasing and things like that, and the media that came with that. How enjoyable has it been this year? Obviously, you know, he's still playing. You guys are not trying to win games every night, but to sort of have that chase past you, and you can just, you know, I guess, what's he like as a teammate and more than just who he is on the ice?
I think the chase is still on, road to 1,000.
Yeah, he's OV 1K.
Yeah, so he's still chasing something. So, but yeah, just such a genuine dude. Like the way he carried himself through that chase, and you know all the media he had and all the pressure he had, and to still, you know, be in the tunnel cracking jokes like that, like that's a special human being for sure.
Well, I know this won't air for a few days, but at the time right now that we are doing this, for those listening, we're coming off of the Mentors trip. Always a fun trip. Once again, social media team nails it with the videos. Dowd's brother, hilarious. I was back here in studio literally laughing out loud at it. Who did you bring? How much fun was that? And just, take us through what a Mentors trip is always like.
Yeah, I brought my dad, Murray. It was his second time coming, so he kind of knew what to expect. And it's cool for me, too. You know, I mean, growing up, he did so much for me, and not only him, my mom and my grandparents as well. And lucky enough, I was able to bring my grandfather last year, so him and my dad both got to experience it. But yeah, I mean, when the trip's over, my dad's he's pretty upset. He loves the trip. He loves being around the guys. Just seeing what we do every day in and day out is kind of blows his mind, and also just getting to spend time with all the other guys and meeting all the other new dads. So. Yeah, my dad had a blast for sure.
Yeah, I brought my dad as well. I think that was his third one, but you know, every time he, you know, when I'm dropping him off at the airport, he's telling me how much fun he had and how much he enjoyed the trip. And you know, as much as it was my dream to play in the NHL growing up, it was, you know, it was my parents' dreams as well. So just really special to share that with him.
Monumental did a great job of television coverage that I was keeping track of from back here, and I think it was Jeff Chikrin was saying a funny story about how when you and Jacob were on the team you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So
I don't gotta tell it, but I remember it kind of.
But that's, again, that seems like you, like, just and how cool is that for, I guess, your dad too? I mean, what are the odds that you and Chikrin, you don't, in South Florida too, it's not like a hockey hotbed, things like that, to grow up and now come here and be on the same team? Yeah,
they were coaching together too, which is pretty cool. They were running the bench, so we always joke we got to get them some skates and bring them out to our practices so they can show us a thing or two. But yeah, pretty crazy to, you know, go through that at a young age with Jake and Jeff and my dad to kind of go on that journey together. It was pretty cool. And Connor, your dad told a funny story. You scored, obviously, in Chicago, but he missed it. He ran out of the suite and had to, I'm sure you know this better than I do, but ran into Chicago's suite, and they were like, who is this? Yeah, he was telling me that after the game. Apparently he was going to the bathroom or something, and he heard some of the other dads yelling that I was on a breakaway, so he just ran back into his suite, and it ended up being the wrong suite, and I think he got to see the goal. I don't really remember, but yeah, it was just a funny story. That was a fun weekend. Did they all survive a Saturday night in Nashville? I can imagine. Yeah, most of them, yeah. Barely, but a couple sleep-ins, I think. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Well, no, all in all, such a good weekend for all of you. Glad you could bring your dads, whoever. But again, back to all of the content, things like this. Once again, you two are
always, the camera loves you. I feel like when there's stuff going on, you're always in the middle of it. Brandon, specifically you, since you were last on this, we have to talk about the YouTube page. We have to get to.
Yeah, we do. We got to get that thing moving.
I was going to say.
My views are down, and I'm not happy about it.
It's been a few weeks since
I thought I'd be famous by now.
No offense, I thought you would too.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go viral.
We're kind of in the gutter. I don't know if it's my shot or my technique that they don't like, maybe. I don't know what it is.
I think you need to post more. Like do you still have one video?
Well, I just don't have as much content. Long story short, the mask that has the GoPro on it.
Yep.
It hurts my face, so I need somebody to film it, and it's not always easy to have someone film it, so it's in the air.
How did this even start? Like, how did you even think I'm going spearfishing, right? That's what it is?
Spearfishing.
Okay. And that's something you've done growing up, right?
No, not really. I started probably 3 or 4 years ago. I was introduced to it, and then once I did it, I was hooked. And then every summer since, I've been kind of on it. And then my mom got a GoPro for her hiking trip or something, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna film my spearfishing, and then that's how it kind of took off.
And you posted the one video, Divin with Dew. Is that still the name?
I got 2 videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got 2 videos. I posted one over
Chicky's in one of them.
Christmas
actually.
break. Yeah, Chick's in one.
Okay, well,
we need more media coverage here.
Clearly,
we need
you
more
didn't
media.
like and subscribe or whatever. You got it. This is what I'm talking about.
Thank you. Okay,
It starts with you guys juicing this thing up.
I didn't do my homework now. Okay, we got 2 videos.
Yep.
I will go subscribe. I will go watch Chickrins in the second one.
Yes.
You guys went together?
Yes, he's in white. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
You actually got to ask him about it next time he's on here.
Okay. What do you guys think of this? He's just
I think it's great. I've watched both videos. I'm subscribed. So
and comment too. I think the comments, that's when you get more traction.
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't commented. Maybe I'll give him a repost or something on my story because I think we need more media traction too.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll make a deal.
On break, it's taken off.
I'll subscribe to yours if you subscribe to mine. Mine's boring. Mine's just like a portfolio of all my reporting just to keep in one place.
I'll subscribe.
That's okay.
Sub for a sub.
Spearfishing. Have you what all? You're from Toronto. Did you?
I've been nowhere close to spearfishing. Nowhere.
I mean that, and it's all off the Keys, coast of Florida, things like that. Okay.
You'll get some of the best. That's probably a top 10 spot in the world to spearfish, is that kind of Caribbean area. But yeah, it's unbelievable. I went in Mexico one time in the Pacific, and that was terrifying. The water's super choppy, and it's deep blue water. It's not very clear. It's kind of, you can hear whales jumping in the background. Yeah.
Do you see sharks and stuff?
In the Keys I've seen a bunch of sharks, yeah.
That's incredible.
Not ideal, but I definitely get tight when those come around, but
in the technique, is it like a boat? Is it a bow and I have so many questions.
It's got a little trigger on it and 2 bands you got to pull back. And it's like a rubber band trigger, yeah.
And do you cook these fish that you eat?
Yeah.
Or you really, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I went for 2 weeks straight at the beginning of summer and got probably 50 pounds worth of fish.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so I vacuum sealed them all, froze them up, and then, cooked them all summer, so it was nice.
Connor, he's out here spearfishing. What are you doing with your summer?
Oh, nothing as cool as that, really. I mean,
Data too, man.
Yeah. Golfing. I'm way more relaxed than Dewey. I feel like Dewey's going on some adventures and
it's 2 under 2, right?
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
I got different challenges in life than spearfishing.
How has that? I think when you came on last time, you're again the no sleep, things like that, and newborn. But how much is it a bigger difference between no kids and a newborn, or 1 kid to 2 kids?
Actually, it's funny. Me and my wife were talking about this the other day. We said it's a lot easier going from 1 to 2 than 0 to 1. Just because you already know what to expect, and I think eventually too, once they both get older, they'll start entertaining themselves, and especially both boys. I think they'll play with each other a lot, and it'll make our life easier. But yeah, as of now, we're definitely fighting it a bit.
The older
Stress,
one,
man.
Can you imagine?
I got a wiener dog, and I thought that was
just
2
one
kids,
dog
man.
for you.
Yeah.
What about you guys? You guys have one too, right?
Yeah, we got a black lab.
Anything through Wolf Trap, guys are always talking about that on here.
I did not get my dog through Wolf Trap, but I've been fortunate enough to go up there a couple times and help them with a couple intakes. So
Lapierre was on our last episode. He was saying it was when you were fostering, right? You and your wife.
Yep. We fostered him, and we were looking for a home for her, and we were kind of just trying to convince. Lappy came to my house one time for dinner, and me and the wife decided that we were gonna try and convince Lappy to take this dog on, and it worked. Yeah. So
give him a bottle of wine and convince him.
I got him drunk, and then
easy decisions made then. So you've had your wiener dog since like the Minnesota days, right? For a while.
Yeah. I think we got her Super Bowl Sunday like 4 years ago or whatever. So she still acts like a puppy. So it's a lot of energy for sure.
Aw, that's a lot of fun. So, well, since the last time you were on here, I think you were talking about the dog parks, things like that. What have you discovered around here, this area, that you're liking?
The food's really good. Like, that was kind of the big, the first time I was on, I didn't really branch out, but now I've kind of gone to a few spots and found my favorites. So, yeah, a lot of good food for sure.
What about you? I know you've been here a little longer. But
yeah, for me, I mean, not as much anymore, but we used to go on a lot of walks, like just find different parks and different trails and do that. We like that a lot. And, yeah, like Dewey said, before kids, we were going downtown to, like, right in D.C. and going to a lot of different restaurants. And
he's still doing that.
Yeah, he's still doing that, yeah.
Different lives, man.
So he'll come around.
Olympic break coming up. We know you'll be posting spearfishing in the Keys. I'll be looking at the content. Very intriguing, waiting for that. What about you, Connor? Are you doing anything fun?
I think we're going to go back home to Toronto. I think a lot of my family's patiently waiting to meet the newborn and for us to introduce them. So I think for us, it's just going to be go home and spend some time with family.
And I'm trying to remember the first one, like you said, it was kind of you were there for the birth, but it was at a game, right? Like you got the text mid-game, oh no, it might be happening. And this one was born on Benson, right? Second one on a game day morning, but everything was smooth. And you played that night at home? Yeah,
so we went into the hospital around 10 p.m. the night before the game, and we were able to get a couple hours of sleep in at the hospital, and then it was go time around 4:30, and he was born like 5:05 a.m. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me.
Sounds pretty accurate if it is.
Yeah, it was something like that. But yeah, so I was able to didn't go to morning skate, obviously. Tried to get a little nap in, and then showed up to the game. So it was a busy day.
I scored 2 that night, too.
I was gonna say, like, are you just on adrenaline? Like, you were having one of the, if not the biggest life moments, and then you go out and you just play one of 82 games. Like, what is going through your head in a moment like that?
Definitely a lot of adrenaline, a lot of caffeine. Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of just a crazy day. It didn't really feel like a game day, obviously. Kind of messed with the routine a little bit, but it was a different day, one that I'll remember forever and cherish. And yeah, it was awesome.
Well, no kids for you, Dewey, but we have also heard, along with Dubois, you've kind of taken Leonard under your wing a little bit, would you say?
Yeah. Yeah,
what was the whole Costco story? Is that a story or no?
Like, not really. I said he like got like a bag. We went for like pots and pans, and he left with like a bag of chips or something. But that was like partially true. I think it wasn't chips. It was
seaweed chips.
Seaweed chips.
That's
yeah,
a little healthier
there's some sort
than Doritos,
of whatever it was. But whatever we went there for, we did not leave with. Like, that was not the. I think he got like a couple snacks or something, but. He definitely did not check his boxes that he went to.
Pots and pans and no ingredients.
Yeah,
so he's ready to cook, but no food to make.
He told us he was great at, when he lived with the Dubois, setting the timer on his phone. Like, he couldn't really cook the meal. He could put some salt on some chicken.
I wouldn't even trust him to do that, to be honest.
What was it like? I feel like I don't want to get on him too much because I feel like we already roasted him in the last episode. He's never going to want to talk to me again. But what was it like bringing a guy like him into this team? Because, again, you have kids of your own, but at the same time, you're still young. Like, you guys, young, fun personalities, and you get this kid from college who's first time on his own. He's only been around other 20-year-olds, and now he's with you all. Like, what was it like bringing him into this group?
Yeah, I felt for him just because, you know, I came out of college and I knew the college lifestyle and kind of how everything was kind of taken care of for you. Like, you didn't have to cook your own food or anything like that. Like, it was all provided for you. So, you know, just reasoning with his lifestyle and trying to help him along with that. Just a goofy kid for sure would be the best way to describe him. You know, really enjoys being at the rink, great player, but, you know, just a nice, genuine kid.
You're giggling over there. What do you have to say about one of your newest teammates?
Oh, I think he hit it on the dot. I think at the rink he brings a lot of energy. He's a lot of fun. Outside of the rink, same thing. I mean, You can tell that he just came out of college, and he should still be in college, but
should be hitting the book still, man.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, he needs a little bit more street smarts, but really smart on the ice.
How much was Dubois coming in? Were they actually talking about like their whatever was going on at their house and things like that? Like, how would he tell you guys?
I think Doobie kind of babied him, honestly, at the house. Like, just if he was staying at my house, he'd be doing the dishes, he'd be cooking, cleaning, like he'd be paying his rent in another way. You know what I mean? But I think Lenny took advantage of his situation over there pretty good. I think he was sending his laundry down to Maddie, and
he mentioned Maddie a lot. He said Maddie was like
took care of him.
You could tell she really had that motherly figure as well. So okay, well, one of the last topics I want to touch on before we run out of time here, because this has kind of been the first year too. Some guys have gotten into it, others not. Obviously with the CBA, all that. The dress code has changed this year. What do you two think about it? Who's had some bad style? Who's had some good style? I think if I remember correctly, I don't remember who it was. Someone was ragging on your style, of course.
That's pretty standard. But usually you go after the guy with good style. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah, they're jealous.
Yeah. So, Sandine's got some pretty good fits. Sonny's got some good ones. Unfortunately, so if you show up with a bad fit, you can get put on like you got to wear a suit for 2 weeks or something.
Probation.
Oh, yeah. Really? Okay.
Yeah, you get a suspension type. So of course I show up in a great fit, and then
who's in charge of probation? Like
Tom would probably be the guy. So Tom gave me a 2-week suspension for having a great outfit, I guess, but I just got off that suspension, and last game was my first game back.
No Reebok.
Nope.
Does he at least, do they give you like some pointers, like why you're on, like, hey, next time?
This is strictly based on if he likes it or not. For the most part, he's usually wrong, so it's what it is.
I've enjoyed, Rasmus has that nice, like, European, definitely the Europeans. Sonny had some trench coat. I remember being like, wow, that's interesting So what about any crazy stuff?
For me, I don't really have
basic,
I don't have that great a style. So
Two kids to worry about. You don't.
I just usually just wear a suit. Mix it up if I wear a tie or not. That's about it. Nothing too crazy.
I'm spicing it up. I got.
Yeah, you got some good
ones.
last
game. You got some good. My last fit was all right.
Tom didn't think so though.
No. He wasn't playing, so he didn't see me walk in last game. So he'll probably end up putting me on suspension again. But it is what it is.
Awesome.
I'll take it.
Well, I think we can wrap up with that, almost at the halfway point here on the 30-minute mark. But really appreciate you guys coming back on. Obviously, always good catching up with two faces who have been in the locker room. Diving with Dew is something everyone wanted to know. Second we are done recording, I will like and subscribe.
Get the numbers
right
up
here.
Yep.
Get the numbers up. I'm gonna be in the Keys at the same time as you. If I'm out in the ocean, might watch out.
Little collab.
Should we?
Yeah.
Should we collab?
Yeah, you might see me die.
You can hold the GoPro for
I need somebody to film it. Yeah. Send the whole media team down.
Okay, hey, Zach, that's a good idea. Maybe be careful what you wish for. Maybe like the Wild, you know.
I mean, it can be hard to convince the media team to go to the Keys.
Yeah, I think he's missing like a little production.
Yeah,
like maybe like boost his numbers a bit. Like get some better.
We need like some underwater cameras. Like this thing these things waterproof?
Zach.
There
okay,
we go.
Put a bag on them. Yep. I will gladly volunteer for that trip. That would
and then
be
you guys
wonderful.
can rent us a big yacht or something, and then it'll take care of itself, right?
You come up with the idea. Yeah, he'll come for moral support.
I'll be on the boat.
Little Diving with Dew excursion. That'd be some good content. So awesome. Well, thank you guys as always. Really, really appreciate your time. And like I said, thanks for being the first two to come on a second time.
Yeah, it was an honor.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.